When red and blue combined, they make purple.
And also, yes, that was good timing there. I'm John Ritlin. That is
the Derbinator. Hello.
Yes, we are back literally just mere minutes after the Smackdown review with our Extreme Rules predictions.
Correct.
As of right now, there are 10 matches announced. If there is anything else announced later tonight or tomorrow, excuse us for not having the clairvoyance to see that.
This is a pay-per-view I might actually watch the next day because I'm going to an independent show because support your local indies.
Definitely support your local indies.
And maybe you might see that guy who's been spread around the interwebs, Alex Zane, because I've seen him a couple times and he's fantastic.
We saw him at the opening show. We saw one thing we want to plug here really quickly before we do these predictions. We may start doing audio podcast.
Yeah.
And one of the first things we may tackle may be indie wrestling.
Yeah, and also leave a comment down below if there's any subjects you want us to, talk about.
Except politics.
Yeah, we'll avoid that for the sake of everyone else's sanity because, wrestling is for everyone, which means there are people of different political beliefs.
But anyway, we also want to make it entertaining. But anyway, let us know about any of that stuff down here.
Let's get into the predictions, shall we?
Yeah, these will not take very long because we have the Revival versus the Usos for the Raw Tag Titles. We don't know if it's on the pre-show, but it probably is.
And if it is, Usos.
The Usos are winning even if it's not on the pre-show.
Correct.
The Revival winning...
They're expected to be on their way out, so...
Maybe. I don't know. they're supposed to be... Their contracts are supposed to be up sometime next year.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they might, if they can't convince them to leave, or convince them to stay, then I wouldn't blame them for taking the titles off of them. I would just be very surprised, because if you don't have the Usos win, who else are you going to have the Revival have beat,
Yeah.
You probably have the Viking Raiders beat the Usos at SummerSlam.
Correct.
That's where I'm going. So yeah, Usos. Then we get Braun versus Lashley in a last man standing match where Lashley said he will send Braun Strowman to the morgue the next time he sees him.
Yeah.
Who do you have?
Lashley. I feel that they might try and build Lashley under some weird predisposition that Bobby Lashley is the more popular figure. Or that he could get more heat by beating Braun Strowman.
Yeah. I can see that. I have Braun winning. Because I don't think they really have a lot of faith in Lashley. I have heard... these rumors were a few months ago, especially after WrestleMania, that Lashley may be on his way out. He may want to do some fighting in Bellator. Maybe do some part-time wrestling or stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's made his money. He doesn't really need... If he's not happy with the creative direction, I don't fucking blame him, quite frankly. Even if he's not on his way out, I think Braun will win.
All right.
But... who knows? This one really could go either way. It could go either way. But then we get Ricochet, or as you say,
Ricochet,
versus AJ Styles for the U.S. title. Who do you have and why?
I have AJ Styles because after reuniting the club and having him go through that serious heel turn, the worst thing to do would be to not capitalize on that heat. And by having him beat a crowd favorite like Ricochet, it would kind of ruin his heel turn if he didn't win.
I agree with you. But I think Ricochet is going to win. Now, that doesn't mean Ricochet is going to win clean.
Yeah.
Ricochet can win with club interference, that kind of stuff, whatever. Mm-hmm. It could be a DQ finish.
Erick Queen.
It could be something like that. I think Ricochet may hold on to it for a bit longer. Then you could have Styles win it at SummerSlam. Because otherwise, I don't really know what else you do. Ricochet, don't get me wrong, would not be buried if he lost here.
Yeah.
It would just be a bit of an odd move. I totally get where you're coming from. I think Ricochet will win, but not clean.
All right.
But then we get Daniel Bryan and the new Daniel Bryan and Erick Rowan, or just Rowan, versus New Day.
Yeah. Rowan and the new Daniel Bryan versus the New Day.
Versus the new Heavy Machinery.
That
no, doesn't quite work.
I think they're fairly used at this point.
Yes, it's a triple... Pre-boned. Triple threat tag team title match. SmackDown Live tag team titles.
Yes.
Who do you have and why?
The New Day!
Yep.
Because Kofi's going to retain later. Spoiler alert.
Yes. I have Daniel and Rowan retaining because I think Xavier's going to take the pin.
But how are they going to touch their 3 championship tips? Thanks, Big E.
What is Big E? What is he?
Hilarious.
He is hilarious. I think Daniel Rowan will win.
And also an enemy to censors everywhere.
And then you could have another... You could have another team show up.
Yeah.
Something like that. And have another triple threat at SummerSlam or something like that. Heavy Machinery should not take the pin here.
No.
But I have Daniel and Rowan retaining, and then we have the special challenge match, Aleister Black, and the man who answered his challenge by knocking on the door, Cesaro.
Yes!
It's Aleister.
It's going to be Aleister Black because it has to be.
Yes.
Cesaro can take a loss. Aleister Black, if you're going to have him going through this whole new persona, he needs to win. He needs people, wanting to fight him, storyline-wise.
Yeah. I mean, a 15-minute match is really what you need to give out of this.
Yeah. And the two will put on a fantastic match because they're Aleister and Cesaro, and they're pretty damn good.
They are very, very good. But, I mean, Aleister does have to win, because if you have Cesaro win here...
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck are you doing with Aleister? Why'd you even bother for the last couple of months?
They spent the past few months building Cesaro, but at the same time...
Yeah, I mean, really?
Yeah.
But anyway, we then get Drew Gulak versus Tony Nese for the Cruiserweight title. And it is Drew Gulak.
It should be Drew Gulak.
If Nese wins, it would just be odd, especially...
Be hot potato.
Yeah, and you don't need to do that with the title.
Yeah.
Because they did that after Neville, and it wasn't a very good idea.
Correct.
But
the 1 week reign of Akira Tozawa, or was that Kalisto?
That was 6 days. No, and it was a 12-day reign for Kalisto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but 6-day reign for Akira. The movie, not the wrestler. But no, Drew's got to win. Then we get Bayley versus Alexa. Alexa and Nikki Cross 2-on-1 match for the SmackDown Live Women's title. Nikki Cross says that they're going to be co-champions.
She'd be wrong about that.
Yes.
But Bayley is going to win this.
Yes.
By Nikki Cross hits Bayley with crossbody.
Yep.
Goes for the pin. Alexa tears her away and goes for the pin. And Bayley rolls her up.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Alexa has not been on Raw and SmackDown because she's apparently been sick, and hopefully it's nothing serious.
She's not feeling too good.
I mean, hey, hopefully she's gonna be fine.
What you get for living with a literal pig?
That is a good point. No, that's a good point. But no, Bayley's got to win. There's no reason to give a Raw superstar a SmackDown title.
Yeah.
A wild card rule.
Wild card.
Have Bayley and Sonya have a match at
That'd be great.
SummerSlam. I mean, that's what I'd be for. Or Bayley, Sonya, Mandy, and Ember. 4-way elimination match.
All right.
But yeah, Bayley's got to win. We then get Samoa Joe versus Kofi Kingston, WWE Championship. It's Kofi. It's Kofi.
You're gonna have a nice warm cup of Kofi.
I would rather not.
Now that I said that out loud, I don't regret saying it.
Okay, no,
So.
you shouldn't. It's all that pancake batter that's in there. But we then get, so again, these are the last 2 matches. We don't know if other shit's going to happen. We could get Nakamura versus Balor again, but I think that'd be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Put it on SummerSlam. Undertaker versus Roman versus, Undertaker and Roman versus Shane and Drew. No holds barred tag team match.
Yes. Again, I thought that movie came out a while ago, but I'm gonna go with Taker and Roman on this one.
Yeah.
With the fact that Shane and Drew are gonna look like they're gonna take it.
Taker it.
Yeah. Shane is probably gonna try and go for a pin on Roman, and Kevin Owens is gonna run in, he's gonna run in, hit the stunner when the ref isn't looking, and then roll out of the ring. Drew's gonna try and chase Kevin, which leaves Shane McMahon open for getting a Superman punch from Roman and then a Tombstone Piledriver from The Undertaker.
And hopefully Taker does not drop Shane on his head like he did with Goldberg.
Yeah.
Oh. I have Shane and Drew winning.
How does it feel to be wrong?
I hope I am wrong here. I have Shane pinning The Undertaker.
Oh, God.
You know it will happen.
No, it's true.
If it happens, I mean, now, look, what you said right there is much more logical. I'm just a cynic when it comes to, this, which is shocking to so many people.
Oh, just when it comes to that?
No.
What about all the other times?
It's easy for me to be cynical. But no, I think Shane's going to pin Undertaker.
Mm.
Now, I think they could do Undertaker and Drew at SummerSlam. I don't think anybody wants to see that.
No.
But people say, oh, how
Taker's going to be in a match. He should be in a multi-man match.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what you're doing here because, by the way, we're probably going to get Sting versus Undertaker in the Saudi Arabia show in November. But yeah, we differ on that. And then, Becky and Seth versus Lacey and Baron. Winner take all mixed tag Extreme Rules match for the Universal and Raw Women's Championships. You didn't think they gimmicked this one up too much, did you?
No, but for the winners, I have Seth Rollins.
You proud of that one?
I am.
You should be, because it's
You're
brilliant.
proud of it too, because you wrote that down on the notes after I said it.
I did. It was brilliant. I also have Becky and Rollins. I don't know who's taking the pin. I think personally, here's what will happen. I think that Baron's going to take the pin. Lacey does not need to take the pin. Here's why Lacey doesn't need to take the pin. Because Lacey, they can build back
Lacey's
up.
still building.
Yeah, Lacey's still building. It'll get there for her. Baron does not need to be in the main event again ever. He just doesn't need to be. I'm not sure who else you would really have interfere in this. Maybe Bray. Maybe Bray attacks Seth.
That might be a great way to cap it off after the match is over.
After the match. Because Bray's got to show up at some point. You can't keep having the stupid...
And remember, let him in, because Fiend is only 1 hour away from being friend. I can't believe they haven't made that joke. And I'm sad about that.
That is actually a bit
But
shocking.
anyway.
But yes, those are our predictions.
Let us know your predictions down in the comments down below.
And do the things like and dislike.
Like and dislike. Please subscribe.
Yes.
Share this video around.
If we can get to 200,000 views, and we may not get to it by SummerSlam, who knows? But if we can get 200,000 views at some point, we will clear some time and hype it up, and we will do a special stream.
Yes.
It's always nice to
Also,
have
if we get to 1,000 subscribers at some point, we'll maybe do a Patreon.
Yeah. If you guys can do, we might even do one before, but we would absolutely get monetized if we were over 1,000 subscribers.
We just wouldn't get monetized because we say fuck too much. But you're okay with that.
That's true. But anyway, so yeah, do all that stuff, and you'll be back next week.
Yes.
I will be here for as much of the G1 coverage as I can. And actually, we'll be doing Fight for the Fallen. We'll be doing that on Saturday.
Oh, that's true.
I forgot all about that. We won't be watching the Evolve show. But anyway, yes, we will see you for Fight for the Fallen.
All right.
Yeah, that. Right, yeah, have a good night.
Yeah, but yeah, this has been Real Honesty with John Ritland. I am not John Ritland. I am the Derbinator, and you have a great night.
It's a great, fast-paced end.
I'm good at those. Don't take that out of context.